Welcome back to LearnWire. In this video, we're going to be going over AdCreative.ai, and it's a software that you can generate data-backed, high-converting creatives quickly with the help of AI. Now, I'm going to jump into the software, and I'm going to just let you know right away, right off the bat, that it is one of those softwares that if you want to test out, it does require a credit card. So I did put a credit card on file for a trial. And a lot of times that's what I'll do with these tools. Obviously, I'm bringing a new review often, and I'm going to be reviewing hundreds, even possibly thousands of tools, and no business can afford, I certainly can't afford every single one of those tools. So I have to use my due diligence as I'm reviewing these softwares. And if I can't get them sponsored or for free, from the vendor themselves, then I will go up and sign up for free trials. And while I'm testing them out, if I fall in love with the software, you better believe I absolutely will go and buy the software. So just letting you know, it does require a credit card to try a 7-day trial for the software. We're going to jump in. So just before we jump into the software, if you want to pick this software up, and there is a lifetime deal for this, so this is one of the best ways to get this software, is it's on Appsumo for a lifetime deal starting at $69. They do have a few tiers, and they do have, you can put multiple codes on the third tier, so you can actually spend hundreds of dollars on this, but you can get the first tier for $69. It's got 5 tacos, 21 reviews, so it's a great software. You can tell they have really good branding. I really like their colors that they went with in their own branding. So you can scroll down here. I don't know what Marpipe or Keltra or Celtra is, so I can't really say anything to that, but it is best for startups, solopreneurs, and marketers who want to streamline creating and testing dynamic ads and creatives. So it's an ad creation software, very focused on image-based ads on Facebook and Google right now, and they're planning on adding more platforms to it. So we're going to go visit this website real quick. So here's the website. You can go check out, and one thing that is something worth noting is if we come over here to the pricing section, this is what they are actually valuing their software at for the everyday market, which is $14 a month for one brand. You get, I don't know what the difference between unlimited generations versus 10 credits is. I really don't know. Maybe the credits is an actual ad placement. I'm not sure. And then the generations are just the images that are generated is what I'm going to assume. It does integrate, so that's great. You won't be able to integrate with Zapier and others unless you pick up the premium or pro versions, but you can just see jumping up into the premium version, and then you're going to get these premium features with the first $69 plan here. So a huge incentive to pick up the deal if you're interested in this from Appsumo. Now $89 a month for this, and then if you go to the pro, and you have multiple users that you can use, which is great. And then $349 a month. So it actually does tell us right here what is a credit. Each creative banner you download to your computer to use on your campaigns equals 1 credit. Okay, that makes sense. So the generations, it's going to create unlimited generations, but when you decide to download one, that's what a credit is. Perfect. I'm glad what that is. You can generate thousands of visuals, but then when you select one and download it, that's what costs a credit. Okay. So when we come back over here to Appsumo, scroll down real quick, and we will see that on the cheapest plan, you're going to get 50 credits per month, which that is more than enough if you're a solopreneur and you're just running 1 or 2 brands. If you're an ad agency and you want more, then you could go with this multiple one over here, and then you can even stack up to 4 codes. So 2, 4, 6, 8. You could spend $1,000 and pretty much have unlimited credits if you have the budget and you have the need. So let's jump into the software real quick. So right off the bat, what I will tell you is that this is one of the slickest user interfaces that I have seen ever. Period. This is a beautiful branded user interface. It is just a really awesome colors, and the graphics and everything is just super awesome. So you can see down here, trial package, I can put in up to 10 brands credits. I get actually 100 credits in this 7 days, which is cool. You can come over here to, this is where we're going to create our brand. Okay. We're going to come back to that in a sec. Integrations. I'm going to see if I can get away with not integrating something right now, because I don't really want to. I just want to show you the platform, but you can go and interface with Facebook and Google. Now, it's telling you what you have, what's next. This ad you need is one of their softwares. Not really sure what it does. But it is one of AdCreative.ai, if I'm not mistaken, one of their in-house built softwares. SyncSpider, I think that's e-commerce stuff. You can actually pick that deal up, I think, on Appsumo as well. Zapier, you can integrate thousands of connections with that, and Google Analytics to get more data about your audience. But what I would like to see is the integration that's not just Google ads and Facebook ads. I'd like to see Microsoft Bing ads. I'd like to see Quora ads. I'd like to see Pinterest ads, right? I'd like to see Instagram and Twitter ads and LinkedIn ads. So if they could integrate all those, this would be would put them over the top and be just unbelievable. Now, hopefully they have plans to do that in the future. It is in the early stages. That's why you see the two main ones that everyone would expect to see is Google and Facebook. But like I said, I'm getting more and more into Pinterest. And so if they could come up with a Pinterest platform integration, then I think it would be really, really awesome, because you could actually use this to create some really cool pins for your Pinterest, and not even use it as ads, just to create some really cool ones and then download the one you like and then go and upload that to your account. So, and same thing with Twitter as well and Instagram. So they're very image focused platforms. And so that's what they need to integrate those as soon as possible. In my opinion, they do have a news and roadmap button, and you can just see how sleek this all is. When you click on it, it's just really, really, everything's really fast. They have really nice servers. You can tell everything's super fast. How does this work? And so they do have a video. I did watch that video. It's about 9 minutes long. And then very simple. There's only 3 things you can do here. And if you want to upgrade your account and pay, you would just push the upgrade button over here, and there's settings. All right, so we're going to go to brands real quick. I'm going to create a new brand. And for fun, let's just call this Learn Wire. Why not? Logo upload. I'm going to click that right over here. Okay, so we have our logo right here. We have our name. And then now we have it's almost like they picked the colors. They did. It looks like, okay, let me minus that out and not do this and just come back over to integrations. I want to see if I saw something. Create new brand. Look at how awesome this is. Pay attention to the center of the screen right here. Okay. Now you can see that color select there's this blue, dark blue color. There's this gray or white, and there is a red. Okay. But watch what happens when I upload my logo. Watch the middle line right here. Look how amazing this is. It goes out and does a color picker on your logo, and it automatically identifies the color. So I don't even have to go and identify the color. That is incredible. So it's going to identify the high green and the low green, and then the darker green. So it's different shades of green, which is really, really cool. We could actually come in here and change one to white as well, is what I was thinking of. I was thinking of these two colors here and then a white, but let's actually leave it alone. I really, really, really like that feature. So Learn Wire. Okay. So add account select and add brand. Okay, so I think we might have to connect an account here. I'm just going to say add brand, create a new brand, add brand. Okay, so it did let us add the brand. That's cool. So then right now, here's another thing to point out. They only have 2 sizes right now. I'm going to go with the size 1080 by 1080, which is a square, which is going to work with Facebook, most Facebook Spaces ads. It's going to work for Instagram. So you can pull this and use this in Instagram right now. Nothing's stopping you from doing that. You could use this for Twitter as well. And then also you could use this for, you could maybe try to use the story one for Pinterest, possibly, but really Instagram, or something like that, you could use right here with the post size. So we're just going to go with post size is 1080 by 1080, and then I'm going to say save and continue. Your main headline here, so I'll come up with some stuff real quick. Okay, so I put which software should you use. That's kind of what my branding is, and I'm kind of just coming up with this on the fly. I don't really have punchlines for LearnWire, but I mean, this is what I do on this channel, is just show softwares to people, right? Okay, best software reviews online. Okay, so then I put, if you want to know if a software will work for you, and if you want the best price on it, then we got you covered. Okay, and then call to action. So where I would be linking, click the link below, something like that, right? And I don't know, post size, where do we put our, they already have our logo, so save and continue. So the background, choose the background image for your post design. So we're going to go ahead and choose, you can go and get an image anywhere if you already have an image, or the coolest feature about this is you can click the image button on the search engine, right? I'm going to come over here, and apparently, according to the founder and CEO, they have over 50 million images to choose from various sorts of platforms. And so we'll come over here and we'll just say, not education, maybe software. I'm just going to type in software. Perfect. Okay, this is great. So there's a lot of good stuff we could go with. There was not a lot of images on that. For fun, well, if I just said fitness, I'm just trying to see where the next button is, right? Like there should be a way to get to more images. You can see, search free stock images and use it. That's something I'd probably reach out to them for, because I'm not seeing how they could have 50 million images in here when there's a word like fitness, fruit. Just giving you guys a good test of this. So yeah, I mean, there's enough to get you going for sure, but I'm not seeing where the million or 50 million images are, for that matter. So I'm going to go ahead and just type in software again. And I liked this one right here. So I'm going to select that, and you can actually move this over a little bit, which is cool. It's going to optimize it for the size that it needs to be. I'm going to go with like that, I think, and then use this. And then here we go. So we've got something, it's already coming up with a really cool design, cool colors. I like it. And obviously it chose a white background because we had all green text, right? If I had selected white text, I'm curious to know what it would do, but it wouldn't have been able to use the white text on white background, right? So I like how they placed that in there. It's looking really good. If you have a product, something else you want to put in here too, you can drop that in right here. If you're using e-commerce or something like that, just make sure that it's a transparent background. And there is a background remover option as well. So you could use that. I'm going to skip that for now. I'm going to say create post. Project name, I'm just going to say test 1, save and generate. And now it's going out and generating. And I'm going to leave this running, and we're going to see how fast it is, right? Well, we got to imagine they probably don't have a ton of customers right now. They just launched, and they said that it's really fast, and it shouldn't take, that took less than 10 seconds. So that's incredible. So here's the big power of what this does. So what these numbers up here, 97 out of 100, 96 out of 100, 95 out of 100, what that means is it's using its, I'm going to say artificial intelligence, machine learning. That's exactly what it's called. It's using machine learning to analyze all of the images that it just created for us. Obviously, this is not a good one right here, right? It says 94. Maybe this ugly image would perform well. Sometimes that actually works, right? But just based on fonts, you can see how this goes down. But this is super cool, actually. So it's saying that this one right here is a 97. Out of 100, and that it's should perform the best and then the more you use the software and then actually data back to it on how stuff performed, how your ads, your creatives performed, the software will start learning which ones actually are working well for you and what kind of image designs and that sort of thing. And so that is what you can, kind of take this. I would take it with a little bit of a grain of salt when you first start out, until you can actually prove that these numbers really are. I'm sure they've done testing on this. The software engineers have done testing on this, and that there is some rhyme or reason behind the numbers. So that does look really cool. It automatically put shadow overlays and everything on this. So it's done some magic Photoshop, amazing graphic type things to all of these. Like I like this one over here, looks really cool. So far, this third one at rank 95, I really like that one. I like this text right here, best software reviews online. That one looks cool. You can keep scrolling down. This one looks cool too. This is creating some really nice stuff. And like I'm going to go back to, so like this one right here, this doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. I don't know where this image came from, but it's a guy climbing a tree. So that really wouldn't apply to my business, right? So we would just skip it. Now let's see how many it actually created. But I want to pause on this and just to show you that if they had Pinterest and Twitter and a bunch of other stuff integrated with this, that would be amazing, right? Because I could see especially Pinterest. So if they had Pinterest sizes right here, how awesome this would be. You could just create pins. You could create your pins and get high quality pins and then just select a couple of them, right? And they'd be completely different designs every time you're using one. So I can see where this software can go and how it's only going to get better and better. You can see like this one right here, it's kind of ugly. Some of these don't really make sense. So with just looking at this and kind of knowing a little bit about design and graphic design, some of these, it makes sense that they're at the bottom. For sure, this one right here, that's really bad. Let's see up here. Like I like this one right here, but it is kind of the guy's head's cut off a little bit. So yeah, I'm just kind of trying to scroll down here and see that it created, yeah, some of those really bad ones. It's like the AI gave up or something towards the end, but 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's like 3 times 15. So it creates about 50 ads, and you could render another size right here. You could start from scratch again. But it did create some really good ones. So if I wanted to, if I liked this one right here and I want to go run that, then I could go and download that. So it's going to download it, and then you can see under credits, it took one away. If I like this one over here, download, and it also took another credit off, right? So those are and then you can open up the image and take a look at it, and it's a great size, high quality. So the way it's designing them, I really like that. Okay, so now you could, and then you can also push the download button here. You could download all of them, and that would be like take 50 credits. So I wouldn't recommend doing that unless you absolutely loved all of them and you had a way to use all of them. But if you're integrated with Facebook or you're integrated with Google, here's where you could push this inside the software and it will actually go. And I'm not really sure because I didn't do the full integration. If it's just going to kind of push it over there and attach it and then take you over to the Facebook site, or if they actually have a module inside of here that's going to help you manage that. So yeah, but this is where you would do that at. So that's pretty much it for this AdCreative.ai. I think it's onto something. The most exciting part obviously was when we hooked up the brands and it automatically selected colors. I really thought that was really cool. And then when we typed in all of our headlines, you could also use AI. It would be cool if they had a little AI generation tool inside there to create text for you as well. That would be neat. Maybe that's something that they can add to the future roadmap. But then the other part, the biggest reason for getting this is you have all your brand colors, you have your brand logo updated or uploaded. And then, one thing I'm not seeing, I want to do a test. I'm not seeing where it actually added the logo. Okay, so right here, it added the logo right there. I want to go back and do one more thing. So I'm going to go edit project. And then I'm going to go, nope, button icon. Okay, you could change the button icon. That's cool. Your logo. Okay. I wanted to see if we could put in one of those products in here, but okay, I see. So if you can also select the ones you want and then come up here to download and then just download the 3 that you selected. So again, the user interface is really simple, really easy. And it does exactly what it says it's going to do. It uses artificial intelligence and machine learning to create some really awesome graphics for your branding, for your business. to take these and do advertising. Again, I would also consider using these as normal posts that you don't even have to use paid advertising on. So really cool software. If you want to go pick it up and get the lifetime deal while it's available, starting at $69 on Appsumo, click the first link below, and I'll see you in the next video.